I love my New York Giants. This is Giants Corner, hosted by yours truly, Hall of Fame worthy. I'm not no analyst. I'm just speaking from a fan's point of view, and I love my New York Giants, so let's talk about them. Yo, week 3, the Giants, we finally get our dub, and it was a huge W, given the games we got coming up, a huge W. Last episode went in heavy on the defense. Now, I think I have to start off with the defense to give them their props. Dexter Lawrence is the main guy. He came up with 2 sacks. The defense as a whole, 8 sacks, 2 turnovers. Sexy Dexy pause, had 2 of those. Ojari had 1. Surprised that OJ, I'm gonna call him OJ. OJ, he showed up. Brian Burns, we were talking about you last week, and you showed up. You showed up, and at least you got you a sack. You put your hands on the quarterback. So I'm hype about that. You showed up. Even Chapman, and got him a sack. Pinnock, for the last couple of games, he's been on defense heavy. He got him a sack. That's his 3rd sack on the year. We asked the defense last episode, can you step up? Can y'all have to step up? Tibbs, he was there for half a sack. The pressure on the quarterback was consistent yesterday. Shout out to the defense, and hopefully we can take this into momentum on a short week on Thursday. We home. We gotta beat the Cowboys. If we can take this momentum in there, the defense has to play like they played against the Cleveland Browns. And if we can play like that, if they can play like that, and they can keep that pressure on Dak, it's gonna turn out a dub for us. And I just love the way they kept the pressure on Watson. They made him make some crazy decisions. The game started off kind of crazy though. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, yo, as soon as I saw the kickoff, they fumbled on the kickoff. They got the ball. Cleveland got the ball back on the opening kickoff. It was like, oh my God, same old Giants. But nah, it wasn't the same old Giants. Even though the defense Cleveland had a short field, defense let Cleveland go down there and score. I understand that. But then they locked down after that. They locked down, they played some good defense. Everybody was pressuring the ball. We forced some turnovers, so it was good. We want to talk about the offense. And let's start off with DJ, because DJ wasn't the reason why we won, but he had a solid game. Again, and compared from week 1 to week 2 to now, from week 2 to week 3, he's playing good ball. DJ is playing good football. And everybody, a lot of Giants fans too, are in the comments like, we still want another quarterback. We still don't think he might not be the answer. I understand you. He might go and mess up. I understand what y'all saying, but you gotta give him his credit over the last 2 games. You guys, and we, like everybody that's a fan, asked him to play better. DJ, you gotta play better. You gotta stop turning over the ball. Even though he had a turnover, like an almost turnover, where he threw and they intercepted it, but they got it was a flag on the play. That interception got wiped away. Listen, it's all right. But overall, he's still playing good. His numbers, DJ is 24 for 34, 236 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions, with a QBR 109. The key part of this whole thing is no turnovers. I don't care what almost happened. No turnovers. He's playing better over the last 2 games. He had 2 solid games, week 2, week 3. 2 solid games. We're asking him to play better. DJ is playing better. You can't take that away from him. If we're gonna give him credit, or no, if we're going to beat him down when he does something wrong, let's also give him the credit when we see him playing good. Yesterday, he overthrew a couple of wide receivers. Hyatt, like the one time that Hyatt was on the field, where's Hyatt? But the one time he was on the field, he got overthrown. But listen, that's a long ball. And DJ is normally, he can hit Slayton with the long ball, but you know, Hyatt, for some reason, he keeps on overthrowing Hyatt at that time and got to get together. DJ had a solid showing. So all of you Giants fans out there that's still calling for DJ and you want another quarterback, I understand you, I understand your pain, but give him a shot. Give him at least a couple of more games. Within these 2 weeks, week 2, week 3, he stepped up. He didn't turn the ball over. QBR 100 plus. I think he's doing good. I mean, for now at least. We have to talk about Nabers. Nabers, oh God. Nabers is a weapon, a true weapon. The catches he was making yesterday was incredible. The one where he had to go over the wide receiver and high point it and take it away from him, that was an incredible catch. His touchdown, where he did a 360 in the air, came down, toe tapped, both feet before his hand hit the ground, had to corral the ball. Amazing player. Amazing. I knew that what happened to him last week would make him like a monster, because he don't want that to happen to him again. So he's going to do everything in his power to have a great performance. And Nabers, like a good wide receiver, Nabers is there. His stats: Nabers 8 receptions, 78 yards, 2 TDs. Now, 78 yards might not seem like a lot, but they were key catches when we needed them, and 2 of those receptions out of the 8 was for touchdowns. In the red zone, when he gets in the red zone, he is a monster. He is a monster. He's the youngest wide receiver in NFL history to have 2+ TDs in a game. Previous record, that record was previously owned by Mike Evans, but not no more. Nabers got that. People say that's a meaningless, stats are meaningless, that's like that don't mean nothing. Yes, they mean something. They're a part of the game, whether you like it or not. Stats mean everything, okay? It might not, the wins, it translated into a win yesterday. And if we had a kicker week 2, we would have had a win there too. And we would have been 2-1. But hey, we didn't have a kicker. We lost that game. We still played good. DJ still played good. Nabers played good. He played good again this week. Another guy I want to talk about, Wan'Dale Robinson. He might not have caught a touchdown, but Wan'Dale was there and he made some key catches also. And it was quiet catches, but Wan'Dale was all over the field, man. Him and Nabers, and when Hyatt shows up, this wide receiving core along with Slate is going to be crazy. As long as Wan'Dale keeps going, just staying within the offense, Nabers, DJ keeps that connection that he got going with Nabers. As long as this keeps on happening, it's going to open the doors for Slate and Hyatt, for real. So I'm just very impressed on our wide receiver play so far. He might be throwing too much to Nabers, but that connection gotta just grow, continue to grow. Their connection is serious. It's serious. We need Hyatt. I don't know where you've been, where you at, but we need you to show up. We need the coach to involve you more in the offense, because you're a weapon too. Hyatt is a weapon. He needs to be used also. And I can imagine all 3 of those speed guys together, along with Slade. That's a wide receiving core that people can't mess with. And I'm being serious. They're underrated. Our wide receiving core is underrated. Also on the offense that had a big day, Singletary, Motor. He had another he scored a touchdown. He had a nice showing. Motor had a nice showing. He had a couple of fumbles. I think it was 1 or 2. He has to learn how to hold on to the ball. And Tiki, he had to learn how to hold that shit high and tight, okay? Keep that ball locked in, high and tight. Listen, we got to do the same thing with Motor. But otherwise, he's breaking tackles like I don't know. Like, that is a tackle breaking machine right there. They can't bring him down. He had a solid game. Other than the turnovers, Motor had a solid game. And hopefully he could keep on running like that. He's doing that number 26 some justice. He's not Saquon, but listen, he's filling in and he's keeping up with the numbers. I'm telling you like that, every game so far, he has had a touchdown. He has touched the end zone in every game. Continue to play hard and play fast and keep breaking them tackles and keep on getting into the end zone, Motor. That's what we ask for. We want you to stop fumbling the ball. You can stop fumbling the ball, and I understand you have to work on that. That's something that you have to work on, so let's get that done. But otherwise, you played an incredible game also, so shout out to Motor. Let's give credit to that offensive line. That offensive line was put together over the offseason. They're holding up. I think they gave up one sack yesterday, or I think it was 1 or 2. Overall, that offensive line was straight. Clean pockets for DJ, especially near the red zone, so he could throw touchdowns to Nabers is there. So DJ could throw touchdowns. They made that pocket clean. So, I mean, last video, I didn't shout out the offensive line. This video, this episode on Giants Corner, shouting out the offensive line because they put in work. Continue on to build, to make the connection strong. Nabers, we going back to Nabers. That 50-50 ball where you went up and you took that ball out of the wide receiver's hands, one of the craziest catches of the season so far. We have the best wide receiver in New York, let alone he's top 5 as a rookie in the league right now. But in New York, he's better than Wilson. Way better than Wilson. I didn't think Wilson was that good, but he was a good receiver. But he's not messing with Nabers, and Nabers is showing up. Nabers is showing up as a huge weapon for DJ. A huge weapon. I can't say enough. Coach, you saved our season. Good play, great play calling. And listen, you got the team together. You got the team ready to play. I'm not ready to give up on you yet. A lot of people already gave up on you. If you would have lost this game, depending on how the loss went, your job could have been in jeopardy. But I heard even Boomer, I forgot who it was that said it, but I heard it online. They was like, and it's the truth. We shouldn't be ready to give up on a coach so quick. You think about it, year after year, Giants have a bad season. We had a couple of bad seasons. Year after year, you gotta get ready to coach. Get rid of him, get rid of the GM, start a whole new regime. We can't keep on trying to start a whole new regime. I like DeBoer's offensive mind. I still think he could be a good head coach for us. His rookie year as a coach got us to the playoffs with a roster he didn't even have nothing to do. I think if he continues to build the team and build the team that he wants, come on. He made Josh Allen good. And I'm thinking that Daniel Jones has the talent. He might stare down his receiver where he wants to throw a lot, but that can be corrected. He has just enough talent as Josh Allen does. Maybe he got to change his decision making, but he has just enough talent. I think that the coach could make this happen. I think they will continue to play for coach. They played hard for him yesterday. They really did. And what else? We can't just keep throwing the coach away. So, and if you throw this coach away, you throw DeBoer away, who we gonna get, Belichick? It ain't gonna work. I don't think Belichick will work. I mean, I can't say for sure, but let's give DeBoer at least 2 more years to see what he can do. At least give him a chance to, either if this thing with DJ don't work, give him a chance to draft his own quarterback, see what happens with that. And let's continue to build that offensive line. Let's continue to just build the defense. Banks, I don't know what they saying about you, Banks, back there. They saying that, and you did let that touchdown get through where Cooper faked you at the line. You went one way, Cooper went the other way, scored the touchdown. That got them within a score. Banks, man, you gotta step up. The rest of the defense stepped up. You want to lock down corners. You got to play like one high draft pick. You gotta play. You gotta step up to your potential. We know you could play better than that. You gotta play tight on the line, jam them at the line, do whatever, but just don't play off the receiver like that ever again on the goal line. And because that's how you get burnt. And they're calling, they saying that they want, you gotta be benched and we gotta move off of you. Listen, man, you gotta play better. The rest of the defense, we asked them to step up last week. Week 3, they stepped up. 8 sacks, 2 turnovers off of them sacks. Countless pressures. Stepped up. So that's what I want to talk. That's what I wanted to talk about, and that was a tremendous first win of the season, and we're gonna have many more. We kept pressure. We kept Deshaun Watson. He was looking like he didn't know what to do. We almost gave the game away. Singletary with the famous Ahmad Bradshaw, with how Bradshaw is supposed to stop at the goal line. Singletary stopped at the goal line. We ran out the clock. We got the W, and we got the much-needed W, thanks to our offense and our defense and our special teams, coaching. Everybody played a solid game. We moving on to week 4, so let's see how it goes. I'm Hall of Fame worthy. This is Giants Corner. I ain't gonna keep y'all. We don't have much to talk about because we got the W. We got the W. That's all that matters. Just shouting out everybody that played good. Nabers, a huge weapon. Can't say enough about Nabers. DJ, keep up the good work. Singletary, keep scoring them touchdowns, breaking them tackles. Dex, Burns, even Chapman. Listen, we're gonna see more of Chapman and OJ. Just keep playing. I love my New York Giants. Hall of Fame worthy. This is Giants Corner. We out.